Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Hello and welcome into yourliveevent.com. We're in Lisbon, North Dakota for some Class B Region 1 girls basketball. Lisbon taking on Hankinson here as two kind of coins. We have two sides of the coins here between Lisbon, who is undefeated at 5-0, 3-0 in the region, and Hankinson, who is 0-4 and 0-1 in the region. Some high points here for Lisbon. They average 54.2 points per game. They shoot 40% from the field, and they average 34 rebounds per game. And Hankinson looking to get their first win of the season. They feature only one senior on their roster, and they only play 11, so very short-handed is Hankinson, but looking to give all they can against a very good Lisbon team. And Lisbon winning their last game against Edgley Cullum Montpelier. They won that game with a score of 51-33. And a good game from Ellie Rieger as she looks to repeat that game. 17 points for her, and 11 of them coming in the second half. And Asha Sweet and Olivia Tui also with great games, 11 points and 13 points respectively. So we'll come back here in a bit. You're watching Your Live Event. I have an interview with Coach Barb Sweet.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 43,000 participants here in North Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Do you feel like there's never enough time to get everything done before planting? The window for spring work is quick and unforgiving. Give yourself the upper hand with the ProTill High Performance High Speed Disc. More and more farmers agree the ProTill is the right tool for springfield conditions and heavy residue management. Zero maintenance bearings, independent disc technology, oversized pins and bushings allow the ProTill to handle whatever field or conditions you can throw at it. Dagelman Industries.
Hello and welcome back to yourliveevent.com. I'm Jacob Tenson, joined by Coach Sweet here, and you're getting into some Region 1 action. Just what can you expect going up against Hankinson here?
Well, Hankinson is always a tough game. They fight hard, they fight tough. They've got Kaya Mauk inside, and she's a heck of an athlete, nice strong body. They have a point guard that really gave us a lot of trouble last year. They don't have a lot of numbers. That might work to our advantage, but they always come in ready to play.
And just what are some of the keys to this matchup against Hankinson?
Well, again, we have to contain Kaya Mauk and then their point guard, number 25. If we can do that and control the boards, then we'll give ourselves a chance to win the game.
And last game, Taylor Gilbert, she got into some foul trouble, and she didn't play majority of that second half. And when she was in, she provided a lot of good defense and some rebounding. So just how important is she to you on the defensive side and on the glass?
Well, Taylor's a nice tall kid, nice strong body. So, having her and Ellie inside together, that really is beneficial to us. So, yeah, we don't want her in foul trouble, and we worked on it. We've worked on it in practice and talked to her about it. It's just a way that they've got to learn before the big region tournament games.
Right. Gotta get those hands up, straight up. And then speaking of Ellie Rieger, she took over kind of your scoring, 17 points last game. Is that something we can expect going forward?
Well, Ellie has been for the last year and so far, not necessarily this year, but last year she was our leading scorer, and we expect her, to give us some big points in the paint. With her, we've just talked about, take your time, give a little pause, have a little poise, and then go to the basket with power. So.
And last question here, you average 7.4 steals a game, and I saw that you have a stat with deflections. Just how much pride do you guys take in your defense?
That has been a big component for us for the last years. I'm a big defensive fan. I'm a big defensive coach, and our girls have kind of finally bought into that. And we don't chart deflections yet, but we talk about them a lot in practice. And we might not get a steal every time, but if we can get a deflection, we're pretty happy with what we're doing.
All right, thank you very much, Coach, and good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
You're watching your live event. More girls basketball on the way.
Since No Deck Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance is found in an app. And as farming technologies advance, our coverage protects. The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remains. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs with answers where and when you need them most. No Deck Insurance Company.
Your Nodak Insurance rep in Lisbon is Lee Falk.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
Wallach Johnson Insurance has a team of experienced professionals who are highly knowledgeable and ready to answer your questions about finding the best insurance coverage for you. As an independent insurance agency, they have access to many highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Get your free quote started today with Wallach Johnson Insurance at nd-insurer.com. Call or text 888-683-5253 or stop by one of their offices in Lisbon, Rutland, and Gwinnett. Wallach Johnson Insurance, insuring the area since 1981.
I'm starting off on some smaller projects to get me worked up to some of the bigger things built around here.
The atmosphere in the shop is very, very team-based, which is great.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 43,000 participants here in North Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Hello, welcome back. YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Jacob Tenson. We got Lisbon versus Hankinson. And we will run through your lineups for you first with the visiting Hankinson. Starting at center to 5'10", junior Kaya Mauk, number 1. Starting at a guard, Hannah Lingen, a 5'4", freshman, number 2. Starting at a guard, Ashlyn Furch, number 15, a 5'8", freshman. Starting at another guard, Riley Steffens, number 20, a 5'3" freshman. And starting at a guard slash forward, Sadie Keller, number 25, a 5'8" junior. And then for your home team, the Lisbon Broncos, starting at guard, junior number 10, Asha Sweet. Starting at a forward, senior number 21, Kendra Odegaard. Starting at another forward, Olivia Tui, number 25. Starting at center, a 6-foot junior, number 32, Taylor Gilbert. And starting at forward, a 5'10" junior, number 35, Ellie Rieger. So Region 1 action here. Lisbon, a 5-0 team, currently sitting at number 9 in the QRF. They have beat some quality teams this year in Sargent County, Enderlin, Napoleon Gackle Streeter, Sargent County once again, and their last game, a 51-33 win over Edgeley Combe Montpelier. And Hankinson sits at number 89 in the QRF. They have lost to Oaks, Medina, Pingree, Buchanan, Tri-State, and also their last game against Edgeley Combe Montpelier with a loss of 50-44. So it'll be Kaya Mao and Taylor Gilbert for the jump ball right here as we get underway. Jump ball won by Hankinson. That'll be Hannah Lincoln bringing up the ball. And right away we get a turnover, some sloppy play to begin the game. Coach Carter Mount cannot be happy with that for Hankinson, and immediately Hankinson will come out in a press, kind of like what we saw last game between the Broncos and the Rebels of Edgeley Combe Montpelier. So over to Odegaard, gets it back to Sweet. It's like a little 3-2 zone, I believe. A little off-center 3-2 zone. And Odegaard gets a nice layup pass from Tui for a quick 2 points. That'll open up the scoring for us here in Lisbon, North Dakota. And Trap forces a turnover. Odegaard gets the steal. They look to push, but nothing there. So they'll settle back out. Asha Sweet with the ball. Gets it to Tui in the corner. Looks in, nothing there. Back to Sweet. She skips over to Odegaard. She'll fire a three. And it's good. So Kendra Odegaard, quick 5 points, and it's 5-0 Lisbon. So not one of your main scorers in Kendra Odegaard, only averaging 8 points a game, already up to 5 early in the game. So Ashlyn Furch with the ball now on top of the key. Gets it over to Steffens. Back to Keller. Nice pass, faded away, doesn't get it though. Kind of got underneath the basket and just couldn't get it to go. A good look though as they still come out with that press. Tui gets it into Gilbert. She finds some contact and she's gonna get fouled. So she'll go to the line for 2. That foul was on number 25, Sadie Keller. So 2 free throws coming up for Taylor Gilbert. Gilbert, as we talked to Coach Sweet, was in quite a bit of foul trouble, didn't play hardly at all in the second half, but looking to rebound here in this game. Second free throw up, and that one's off. So 6-0 is your score with 6:20 to go in the first quarter. Keller brings it up. To Mao. Mao tries to look inside, but it's tipped by Gilbert and stolen by Rieger. Tui brings it up, gets through that press all the way to the basket, dishes. Nobody's there, but Odegaard ends up with it. So fires another 3. That one's off though. Looking to tie her points per game average right there, but off the mark. Hankinson goes quick, and they're going to turn it over again. Got it down the court quick, looking for a nice easy layup, but just a little miscommunication there between Steffens and Keller. Or excuse me, Furch. More press from Hankinson. Tui looking to break that press. Gets it over the court to Odegaard. He gets a nice pass into Rieger, and that's an easy layup. Perfectly executed press break right there results in 2 easy points for Lisbon. And we're going to get a quick timeout from Coach Mout. So we'll be right back. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com.
Do you feel like there's never enough time to get everything done before planting? The window for spring work is quick and unforgiving. Give yourself the upper hand with the ProTill High Performance High Speed Disc. More and more farmers agree the ProTill is the right tool for springfield conditions and heavy residue management. Zero maintenance bearings, independent disc technology, oversized pins and bushings allow the ProTill to handle whatever field or conditions you can throw at it. Dagelman Industries.
So a quick 8-0 run will force Hankinson, the Pirates, to get a quick timeout, and Coach Mout looking to talk it over as Lisbon comes out with a full court press here. 5:30 to go in your first quarter of the game. Mout into Furch. She's trapped. She dishes, and almost a steal there, but they get it out of there. If they go quickly, they got a good look. Shot underway, just off the mark, hits the glass and the rim. That shot's out from Hannah Lingen. So Tui will bring it up now. Nice jump, stop, pop, just misses it. It was all over that right side of the rim, just couldn't fall. And almost a steal from Asha Sweet there. So more pressure from the Broncos. And they're gonna get a steal or a jump ball, actually. The jump ball will go back to the Broncos. So some sloppy play here from the Pirates early on. I think they have 3 or 4 turnovers to begin the game. Just need to settle down a little more on offense. And that could have been an easy layup. Just mishandled the pass right there. Out of bounds on Rieger, but great press break. Just unfortunately ends up in a turnover. 4:52 remaining in the first quarter. And there's a good press break from Hankinson. They can go quick. There's a 3 on the way. Airballed. Mount with a rebound. She goes up and in for the first points for the Hankinson. It makes it an 8-2 ball game. So luckily for Mount, she's right there where the shot was and got an easy layup off it. Rieger's going to get an easy layup, but she blows it. Great pass from Tui, just off the mark. I think she was a little surprised to be that open. But Lisbon comes back down with the ball, and there's another good pass into the post to Gilbert. And Gilbert will get that to go. Making it 10-2. Lisbon with 4 minutes to go. And another turnover, that one taken away by Gilbert. So 10-2 your score. Hankinson looking to slow them down in the zone defense. Shot off the mark from Tui. And then tipped out of bounds by Asha Sweet. So some quick offense from Lisbon and some sloppy offense from Hankinson is kind of the story of the game right now. As I say that, there's another turnover by Hankinson. And Lisbon looks to slow it down a little bit here and get a good look. So Sweet skips it to Odegaard. She tries to get it in to Rieger, but deflected. She gets it back, though. Skip pass over to Tui. She fires from 3, and that's good. Tui on the board with a triple. Her first 3 points of the game. And Trapp almost forces a turnover, but Mount's going to get out of it there. And then tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Pirates. So Hankinson needs a bucket here to kind of settle them down a little bit. As we're going to get our first substitution of the game. Ella Rinke will check in for Kendra Odegaard for the Broncos. They get it in to Lingen. Lingen to Furch. She fires mid-range off the mark. 2 Broncos rebound it. And they'll push. That's just Sweet looking. Directing traffic. Over to Rieger, now to Rinke. Over to Tui, she fires another 3. That one's good. Back-to-back triples for Olivia Tui. And just like that, it's 16-2, a 14-point game, and that one's gonna go out of bounds. They say it's off Hankinson. So 2:48 here, remaining in the first quarter. Quick offense here from Lisbon. And Lisbon has looked good this year. As we said earlier, they are 5-0, looking to remain unbeaten. And so far, so good for the Broncos. Tui looks to fire another three, but doesn't. Gets it into Gilbert. She fires, misses. Rieger the rebound, and it's good. So 18-2 now. Rieger with 4 points on the night now. Mount looks to drive, spins, gets it up, and just off the mark. Tui comes down with the rebound, and she's going to be fouled. Fouled by 20, Riley Steffens. A little bit of a frustration foul, I believe. Just offense has not gone their way so far for Hankinson. As Lisbon looks to continue their strong first quarter. Into Gilbert, she kicks it out just sweet, and that's good for three. So the three-point bombs are falling for Lisbon. That is 4 3-pointers already in this game. Just under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Mount fires from mid-range, off the mark, rebounded by Gilbert. She'll get it to Sweet right away. And they'll look for more offense. Sweet fires again, off the mark though. It's Rem, now Hankinson has a fast break. It's Lingen, she fires from the layup, and that's off the mark. Maybe wanted a foul there, and it's gonna go to the Broncos. Hankinson hasn't had a lot of offensive opportunities, but they had one there and just unfortunately could not connect. So now into the game for the Broncos is Cheyenne Woletsko, and back in the game is Odegaard. And Odegaard has the ball, kicks it over to Rinke. She gets it into Rieger. She fires just off the mark, just short. Mount with a rebound. They look to push with Sadie Keller. Gets it over to Schmidt. Schmidt off the mark. And a nice Euro step from Kaya Mount. So she has all 4 of Hankinson's points, and those were a pretty move. Into Rieger now. She looks to kick, but she's going to get called for a travel. Odegaard looked like she was ready to fire, but unfortunately, the travel was called on Rieger. So 37 seconds left, just a couple second difference between shot clock and game clock. Schmidt looked to get the layup, had a little contact there, and that one was not called a foul. So shot clock is off. Tui looks to slow it down. Odegaard is going to fire from 3 though, and a little strong. She almost gets the rebound. We're going to get a jump ball, so some good hustle play there from Kendra Odegaard. Notice her shot was going to be off and almost got the rebound off of it. But jump ball will go to Hankinson. So 15.5 to go in the quarter. Gotta think that Hankinson's looking for that last shot, but they're gonna almost throw it away. Lingen fires for 3, short, rebounded by Mauk, and she'll go to the line for 2. So Mauk with all 4 of Hankinson's points and looking to cut the deficit a little bit more. 6.8 left in the first quarter. First free throw is up and it rattles in. So that brings them up to 5. Second free throw underway, and that one's good too. So all 6 of Hankinson's points belong to Kaya Mao. Tui, 2 seconds. He's gonna get fouled with 0.1 second on the clock. They're gonna call it on the ground, so I don't know if they're gonna be able to get that one off. Not gonna be easy to get that shot off. Foul called on Mackenzie Schmidt. The shot will not count. So your score after 1 is Lisbon 21-6. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com. We'll be back after this.
Since No DAC Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance is found in an app. And as farming technologies advance, our coverage protects. The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remains. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs with answers where and when you need them most. Nodec Insurance Company.
Your Nodec Insurance rep in Lisbon is Lee Falk.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
Second quarter getting under action here. 21-6 your score. Asha Sweet will find Tui in the corner. She'll get it back to Sweet. Over to Rieger. Back to Odegaard. Skip past to Tui. She fires from three. And that's good. 9 points now from Olivia Tui. All of them coming your way from three-point range. And Odegaard gets a quick steal. And that'll be an easy layup for two. So a quick 5 points to begin the quarter here, and we have an injury. Looks like Sadie Keller shaken up on the play. So Hannah Lingen in. 26-6, and just like that, it's a 20-point ball game. And then Mouth is fouled by Odegaard. That is her second foul of the game. So into the game for the first time, Savannah Falk, number 3. And another nice move from Kaya Mauk. She has been all of the offense so far for Hankinson, having all 8 of their points. If I were Hankinson, I would get her more touches. A 3 underway. Just off the mark from Tui. And then 2 points there coming off the jump shot. Into Furch. She gets it stripped. Malk tries to go up. She gets that stripped too. She gets it back into Furch. Furch fires and she gets 2 points. So the first player not named Kaya Malk to score for Hankinson. And that'll be Ashlyn Furch. 28-10, 6:22 to go in the second quarter. Tui fires from mid-range, and it rattles halfway down, but out. And another good defensive pressure, and we're going to get a foul, though. Almost a turnover a couple times, but unfortunately, a foul called on Gilbert. That'll be her first of the game. So Keller was shaken up earlier in the game, but she returns back to action, so all is well, it looks like. Gets it into Hannah Lingen. Back to Keller. Birch looks to fire, but nothing there. Get it into Mauk. She can't handle it, and it's stolen by Rinky. Tui looks to push. Gets it over to Rinky. He looked to the post. Tui's going to fire for another 3. That one's off the mark, though. Keller comes down with the rebound and immediately trapped. She gets out of it. Over to Lingen. She fires from mid-range. Short. Rebounded by Tui. Sweet over to Rinky. Rinky into Rieger. She'll fire. Off the glass and no good. Keller will bring it up. Gets it over to Lingen. Back to Keller. Over to Mauk. She'll fire from 3. That one hits back rim. Tracked down by Falk. Savannah Falk. Up is Mauk. Off the mark with the left-handed layup. She's going to fall and get blocked. Now Sweet looks to push. She's got a 3-on-1 fast break. Gets by Keller and gets the easy layup. Almost stripped her was Keller, but gets it through and up for 2. Just under 5 minutes in the quarter. Falk over to Lingen, back to Keller. Over to Falk, she fires from 3. That one hits front rim and off the mark. We're gonna get a quick timeout from Coach Sweet. 4:32 to go in the quarter. 30-10 your score. You're watching yourliveevent.com.
Wallach Johnson Insurance has a team of experienced professionals who are highly knowledgeable and ready to answer your questions about finding the best insurance coverage for you. As an independent insurance agency, they have access to many highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Get your free quote started today with Wallach Johnson Insurance at nd-insurer.com. Call or text 888-683-5253 or stop by one of their offices in Lisbon, Rutland, and Gwinner. Wallach Johnson Insurance, insuring the area since 1981.
I'm starting off on some smaller projects to get me worked up to some of the bigger things built around here.
The atmosphere in the shop is very, very team-based, which is great.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
Turned over by Lisbon, and then a foul also called. Looking in at that Lisbon huddle, it looked like Sweet was a little frustrated with the defense, and that's not going to help her frustrations at all. So that foul going against Asha Sweet, her first. So still a little bit of pressure, but a little softer pressure from Lisbon now, as Falk fires and airballs it a little strong on the three-pointer. They get it up to Tui. Tui drives, gets the ball stripped by Keller. Keller takes it away, gets it over to Furch, but she stepped on the line. So a good defensive effort by Keller, but unfortunately Furch's foot was just on the line, so we'll stay with Lisbon. 3:53 to go in the quarter, in the half. Score still at 30-20. Get it into Sweet, but she mishandles it. I think we're going to get a jump ball here. I believe it will stay. And no, it will go to Hankinson. 3:48 left in the quarter. So we inbound it to Keller. She fires it over to Furch. She gets it over to Mauk. She looks at the three-pointer, decides otherwise. Falk left open at the three-point line. Gets it into Mauk, but it's tipped by Gilbert, and Rinke will almost get the steal. But Mauk ends up tipping it out of bounds. Some good hustle play there, just unfortunately ended up out of bounds. So the scoring has slowed a little bit here. Lisbon looking to get back on the scoreboard, but turnover there by Sweet. As Furch gets a good look, he fires it away though. I think she got a little too antsy, saw a defender coming, and just decided to throw it to her teammate, but just a little too strong. Goes right over her head. So as I said, scoring has slowed down quite a bit as we see Hankinson fall into a 2-3 zone now. Rinke gets it in to Gilbert. She fires, and that's short. A good look, but just unfortunately short. Lingen looks into Steffens, and that's an easy 2 points. Nice pass from Lingen. Notices she had two people on her and finds the open player right underneath the basket. So just under 3 minutes, and a steal comes from Falk. She looks and gets it over to Lingen. She gets a layup. So a scary sight here as Rieger lays motionless. I didn't see what happened, but we're going to take a quick break.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 43,000 participants here in North Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Do you feel like there's never enough time to get everything done before planting? The window for spring work is quick and unforgiving. Give yourself the upper hand with the ProTill High Performance High Speed Disc. More and more farmers agree the ProTill is the right tool for springfield conditions and heavy residue management. Zero maintenance bearings, independent disc technology, oversized pins and bushings allow the ProTill to handle whatever field or conditions you can throw at it. Dagelman Industries.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance is found in an app. And as farming technologies advance, our coverage protects. The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remains. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs with answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company.
Your Nodak Insurance rep in Lisbon is Lee Falk.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
Was helped off the court by some coaches and some players. And we are back to basketball. That layup by Lingen counted, so the score is 30-14. Sweet fires from three, and that one's off the mark. So that'll go back to Hankinson. So 2:22 left in the half. 30-14 your score. As now Lisbon has basically dropped off all pressure, just meeting them at half court. Still playing some aggressive defense, though, as they still look to get some steals. Almost get one there, and it sounded like a little bit of a slap all the way up here, but they don't call a foul on that. So Keller now sets up the offense. 12 on the shot clock. Gets over to Falk. Steffens back to Falk. She fires from three, and that'll be short. And that's going to go out of bounds, and that'll be Lisbon ball. So just under 2 minutes here, 1:50 to go in the half. Asha Stevens will bring up the ball. Hankinson settling into that 2-3 zone. Tui over to Rinke. Rinke into Gilbert. Back to Sweet, and that's good for three. Her second triple of the game. So 33-14 now as the three-pointers continue to fall for Lisbon. Into Mauk, she spins, gets fouled, and one. So Mauk finds her way back to the line and back in the scorer's book with a nice spin move there. Hoping to capitalize on the traditional three-point play. Into the game now for the first time is number 22, Clarissa Hoffer for the Broncos. And that free throw will be good. So cuts it to a 16-point lead. They were down 20 earlier in the game, earlier in the quarter. And now they trim it to a 16-point lead with just over a minute to go. Tui with the jumper off the mark. Brought in by Falk. Make it up to Lingen. She's going to get fouled, so she'll find her way to the line. So Hankinson with a little bit of a spark here. Trims the lead to 16. and looking to trim it by a little bit more. No, excuse me, they're going to call that on the ground. And that foul went against Ella Rinke, her first. Keller gets it into Falk. Falk dishes it to Lingen, into Mauk. She sees a double team, she dishes. Back to Lingen now, back into Mauk. She tries to go quick, gets it up and good. Through a triple team. 3 defenders on her, but she doesn't even care. She's going to score anyways. And then a good deflection from Lingen. And Hankinson's crowd, not a lot of people here, but they're starting to get into it. 40 seconds to go, and a little spark here now from Hankinson. Over to Rinke. She dishes it to Letsko. She finds Tui. She'll fire from 3. That one hits back rim, and now Hankinson looks to push. Lingen out in front again. She goes up, layup, no good. Mauk the rebound, and that's good. 20 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Back to a 12-point game. Look for Letsko, and it'll stay with Lisbon. Mauk tipped it. So Mauk is dominating the scoring column right now for both teams, really. But she finds her team trailing by 12 points. 12 seconds to go. Tui, jump shot, mid-range, no good. Keller looks to push. She turns it over, though. Letsko gets it. 4. Sweet fires a 3. That's off the mark. And that'll be your score at the half. 33-21. Hankinson trims into that deficit. We'll be right back. This is yourliveevent.com.
Wallach Johnson Insurance has a team of experienced professionals who are highly knowledgeable and ready to answer your questions about finding the best insurance coverage for you. As an independent insurance agency, they have access to many highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Get your free quote started today with Wallach Johnson Insurance at nd-insure.com. Call or text 888-683-5253 or stop by one of their offices in Lisbon, Rutland, and Gwinnett. Wallach Johnson Insurance, insuring the area since 1981.
I'm starting off on some smaller projects to get me worked up to some of the bigger things built around here.
The atmosphere in the shop is very, very team-based, which is great.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 43,000 participants here in North Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Do you feel like there's never enough time to get everything done before planting? The window for spring work is quick and unforgiving. Give yourself the upper hand with the ProTill High Performance High Speed Disc. More and more farmers agree the ProTill is the right tool for springfield conditions and heavy residue management. Zero maintenance bearings, independent disc technology, oversized pins and bushings allow the ProTill to handle whatever field or conditions you can throw at it. Dagelman Industries.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance is found in an app. And as farming technologies advance, our coverage protects. The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remains. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs. with answers where and when you need them most. No Deck Insurance Company.
Your No Deck Insurance rep in Lisbon is Lee Falk.
Hello and welcome back to Lisbon, North Dakota. So a quick start from the Broncos is pretty much the main reason they're up 12. Otherwise, the rest of the game has been very competitive. They had gotten up 20 points early in the second quarter with a score of 26-6. And then it just became Hankinson's ball game as they just ramped up the scoring. Most of that coming from Kaya Mauk. She has 15 on the game to lead all scorers. And it's been Hankinson's ball game this whole second quarter, minus that quick 5-0 run to begin the game. And I think Coach Sweet knows it too. She had to call a timeout early in that second quarter to kind of settle her girls down. They talked about defense, but Kaya Mauk was seeing double teams and even a triple team, but she still got a layup to go with 3 defenders on her. So it's been the Kaya Mauk show here so far in Lisbon, North Dakota. We'll be right back after a short break to give you the numbers of the first half.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
Wallach Johnson Insurance has a team of experienced professionals who are highly knowledgeable and ready to answer your questions about finding the best insurance coverage for you. As an independent insurance agency, they have access to many highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Get your free quote started today with Wallach Johnson Insurance at nd-insurer.com. Call or text 888-683-5253 or stop by one of their offices in Lisbon, Rutland, and Gwinnett. Wallach Johnson Insurance, insuring the area since 1981.
I'm starting off on some smaller projects to get me worked up to some of the bigger things built around here.
The atmosphere in the shop is very, very team-based, which is great.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 43,000 participants here in North Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to halftime of the Lisbon versus Hankinson girls basketball Region 1 matchup. So Lisbon 5-0, looking like the aggressor to begin the game, but a little bit of a tempered off there in the second quarter. So some numbers for you for the Broncos. Olivia Tui leads all Broncos with 9 points, all coming by way of the 3-ball. And then next is Asha Sweet. She hit 2 threes and then another layup for 8 points. Odegaard hit a 3 and then 2 jumpers, giving her 7 points. Ellie Rieger with 4 points, and then Taylor Gilbert with 3 points. The Broncos hit 6 threes in the first half. I believe 5 of those 6 coming in the first quarter. And they only went to the free throw line once, and that was Taylor Gilbert. She went 1 for 2 from the line. And moving over to the Hankinson side of the stats, as I said before, Kaya Mauk has been a monster in this game. She has scored 15 points, all coming from within the paint or from the line. Anna Lingen with 2 points. And Ashlyn Furch also with 2 points, and Riley Steffens also with 2 points. Hankinson struggled early, but that second quarter was all theirs. They have not found the sweet spot from the three-point range, hitting no three-pointers. They have gone 3 for 3 on their free throws, so have made the most of every free throw trip they've made. Being, well, only Kaya Mauk has gone to the free throw line, and she has been perfect from there. And so the threes were kind of the early story of the first quarter, and then Kaya Mauk was the story of the second quarter. And I could expect to see some more double and triple teams even coming at Kaya Mauk here in the second half. I believe that has to be the talk of the locker room for Coach Barb Sweet. And on the other side, it's just Hankinson needs to contain their three-point shooters. They've came out in the 2-3 zone and the 3-2 zone. And the 2-3 zone seemed to be more effective against containing those three-pointers. And we will come back after a quick break, and we'll get you the second half. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com. Second half underway. 33-21, your score. Tui will get it over to Let's-Go, over to Odegaard. And the Sweet. Now Gilbert top of the key. Tui's sitting wide open. They finally get it to her. Sweet now wide open in the corner. She fires from 3. The rainbow arc is good. So there's another 3 to open your scoring in the second half from Asha Sweet. The three-pointers continue to drop for Lisbon. Almost a near steal there by Odegaard. And a very short shot, but rebounded by Furch. She is off the mark too. Gilbert comes down with the board. Some quick offense there, but just unfortunately couldn't get it to go there from Hankinson. Sweet gets it over in the corner. She looks in, and Let's Go is not ready for it. A near turnover, almost stolen by Mauk. So stay Lisbon ball. Tui inbounds it, gets it into Gilbert. She fires right away. She's fouled. That'll be going against Mauk. So Gilbert will go back to the free throw line. The only Bronco to visit the free throw line. That'll be Mauk's first foul. Gilbert went 1 for 2 on her first trip. She'll make the first one just like the last time. Second free throw coming. This one is short, so 1 for 2 again from the line, making her 2 for 4. So back to Keller, into Mauk. She's double teamed. She's going to be fouled. Went right through it, and that was the right play as she draws contact and will go back to the line. That falls against Cheyenne Let's-Go, her first. Mauk, 3 for 3 from the line, looking to stay perfect. And there's the announcer's jinx. She misses her first free throw. Second free throw coming from Kaya Mauk. That one's up, and that one's good, though. So that'll be her 16th point of the ball game. All but 6 of Hankinson's points as Hankinson drops into a 2-3 zone once again. Odegaard finds Sweet in the corner. Sweet looks to skip over to Tui. She'll fire from 3. That three-pointer is good. Another three-pointer from Olivia Tui, giving her 4 on the night. A quick break of the press. Furch gets it over to Steffens, and she'll get her second bucket of the night. A nice press break there from Hankinson. Some quick offense to answer back the quick offense from Lisbon. Pass hits off Gilbert's knee and stolen by Lingen. She gets it up to Steffens, over to Furch. She'll fire from mid-range, and that's off the mark. Rebounded by Gilbert. Gilbert gets to Tui, and they'll slow it down. 6 minutes to go. A 16-point ball game. Sweet in the corner. Back to Tui. Let's go. She gets it over to Odegaard. Odegaard looks into Gilbert. She comes down with basically a rebound and goes up for 2. So skies high for that pass and gets an easy bucket as a reward. Keller will fire from 3. That hits back rim and off the mark. Odegaard comes down with the board. Odegaard looks to slow up the offense. 5:22 to go in the game, or in the third quarter, excuse me. Tui in the corner. Now over to Sweet. She drives, dishes to Gilbert. She goes up, just short. She looks to get the rebound, gets it, but it's stolen by Steffens. She might have gotten away with the travel there. And it's stolen by Tui. And now they will slow it up once again. 5 minutes to go. 42-34 your score. Looking to get it into Let's Go, but that's tipped. And we'll stay with Lisbon. Sweet inbounding the ball. She throws it off the shoe of Odegaard, but somehow the Broncos stay with it. Sweet looks to fire from 3, but dishes it into Let's Go. She gets fouled. So the ball is bouncing the way of the Broncos here early in the second half. So Let's Go will make her first trip to the free throw line. Let's Go 0 points in the night, looking to get in the scorer's column, and she does. Second free throw coming up. 4:48 left in the quarter. The second free throw is also good. So 2 free throws there for Cheyenne Let's Go, replacing Ellie Rieger in the starting lineup in the second half. Keller will fire from 3, and that's a line drive off the front of the rim, no good. So now Lisbon looks to bring it up, slows it down a little bit. They get over to Sweet, almost out of bounds, a nice catch. Corrals it and keeps it with Lisbon. Gilbert, a nice power move off the backboard, just a little too strong though. A good move, just not the result you're looking for. Keller take a screen, she looks to fire, but thinks otherwise of it. Gets it into Mauk. Mauk will go up. Deflected by Gilbert. She gets it over. Mauk gets it over to the Furch. That's off the mark too. Mauk with another rebound. Gets it just stripped away by Gilbert. Mauk getting all sorts of pressure in on her. 15 points in the first half, but only 1 point so far this second half. Odegaard will fire from 3. Hits back rim and no good, and Hankinson looks to push. All going to be deflected, and it'll stay with Hankinson though. Hankinson looking to push. They've gotten good looks here in the second half, just haven't gotten the ball to bounce their way. And in for the first time is number 20, Kaya Sweet, for the Broncos. Keller looks to shoot a 3. Mauk will fire a 3 though. That's off the mark. Rebounded by Furch. She gets it back out to Lingen. Lingen over to Falk. They look to get it into Furch, but it's deflected by Tui and corralled by Gilbert. So Tui will bring it up now. Gets it over to Sweet. Back to Tui. She'll fire from 3. That's short. Rebounded by Furch. She has a fast break if she pushes. Gilbert gets it. Nice hustle play there from Gilbert. She knocks it away. And now number 14, Kyra Herschel will check in for the first time. In for Cheyenne Let's Go. Keller looks inbound, gets it into Falk. She thinks about a 3. Gets it into Mauk. She sees a lot of hands, and that'll be another block by Gilbert. Mauk was a beast in the post there. Now she's struggling as we get a turnover from Lisbon. Mauk only with 1 point here in the third quarter. And a steal by Odegaard. Oh, nice move The Euro gets around Keller on a great move. And she'll find her way into the scorer's book in the first time in the third quarter. Great move, kind of a fake pass along with the Euro step. Just kind of had the defender just frozen. As Falk fires a three, she's good. Falk finding the range from the three-point land. That's the first three-pointer of the game for Hankinson. A nice deflection there by Furt. Checking back into the game is number 20, Riley Steffens for the Pirates. So a tale of two quarters, and then now this quarter has belonged once again to Lisbon. Now Hankinson needs to kind of have their mojo from the second quarter as another steal from Lisbon. And this is Lisbon team who is undefeated. And they have brought in some of their bench players. They don't play a lot off the bench. They find themselves up by 19. We're going to get a timeout from Coach Mauk of Hankinson, and we'll step away. This is yourliveevent.com.
Do you feel like there's never enough time to get everything done before planting? The window for spring work is quick and unforgiving. Give yourself the upper hand with the ProTill High Performance High Speed Disc. More and more farmers agree the ProTill is the right tool for springfield conditions and heavy residue management. Zero maintenance bearings, independent disc technology, oversized pins and bushings allow the ProTill to handle whatever field or conditions you can throw at it. Dagelman Industries.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance is found in an app. And as farming technologies advance, our coverage protects. The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remains. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs with answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company.
Your Nodak Insurance rep in Lisbon is Lee Falk.
Some freshmen seeing some action here for the Lisbon Broncos. Kyra Herschel, Clarissa Hoffer, and Kaya Sweet. As now Keller gets it over to Lingen. She'll fire from three. The rainbow shot off the mark. Oh, nearly scraped the ceiling. Tui now brings it up. Gets it over to Kaya Sweet. Back to Tui. She'll think about three. She'll fire from three, and that one's good. All of her points coming by way of the three ball. Her fifth triple of the night. Now Keller fires it down the court, stolen by Herschel. Lisbon will take over. 1:15 to go in the quarter. Odegaard, top of the key, gets it over to Tui. She gets it into Gilbert. She'll kick it to Sweet. Sweet thinks about three, dishes. Back to Tui. She'll fire another three. That one's good. So 3 threes now in each half so far. We're only in the third quarter for Olivia Tui. Mauk fires downfield to Steffens. Steffens strip. She'll get it back to Mauk. Mauk goes up. She's fouled. So Mauk will find her way back to the free throw line, looking to add to her point total. The only Pirate to find her way to the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good. And checking into the game is Clarissa Hoffer in for Taylor Gilbert. Clarissa Hoffer, a freshman. Second free throw is off the mark for Kaya Mauk. Odegaard looks to slow it up. Tui gets it in the corner. Back to Odegaard, over to Sweet. Sweet gets it to Tui in the corner. She'll dish it to Herschel. She looks into the post, nothing there. Gets a nice backdoor cut from Odegaard, but off the mark. Herschel almost gets the board. And now Steffens has a fast break. Look at Odegaard. Good hustle from Odegaard. tracks it down and knocks it out of bounds. So a couple fast breaks that looked like Hankinson had, and then the good hustle play from Lisbon to track them down. 15 seconds to go here in the quarter. Keller dishes the wing and back into Keller. She goes up, she's fouled, almost gets it to go. So she'll go to the line for two. Sadie Keller not yet in the scorebook. That foul goes against Kaya Sweet, her first. So Sadie Keller looking to get into the scorer's column, and she does. First free throw is good. So 8.9 seconds to go in the quarter. Second free throw up. And that one's off the mark. Rebounded by Falk. Back to Keller. 5 seconds to go into Mauk. She looks to fire. She does. She gets it up and good. And that'll end the third quarter with a score of 52-31. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
Wallach Johnson Insurance has a team of experienced professionals who are highly knowledgeable and ready to answer your questions about finding the best insurance coverage for you. As an independent insurance agency, they have access to many highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Get your free quote started today with Wallach Johnson Insurance at nd-insurer.com. Call or text 888-683-5253 or stop by one of their offices in Lisbon, Rutland, and Gwinner. Wallach Johnson Insurance, insuring the area since 1981.
52-31 your score heading into the fourth quarter. And that one kind of owned by Lisbon as they kind of slowed down Kaya Mauk. She only had 4 points in that third quarter. Keller now drives, dishes to Stefan. She'll fire along two. That one's strong. Rebound by Furt. She looks to fire, turns around. That one's off the back rim. She gets her own rebound though. Out to Keller. She thinks about a three. She drives. Gets it over to Falk, back into Steffens, back into Keller. She'll fire for the post. That's good. We have an officials timeout here. Not sure it's a clock issue or what. Oh, they had cleared the fouls and they added them back. So now we resume back to play. 7:33 to go in the quarter. Tui looks to push, goes in for the layup. She's fouled, gets it to go. Is it on the floor or is it an and one? Basket will count, so an and one from Tui. So that is her first point that is not from the three-point line, but she could still get a potential three-point play as she does. So all of her points coming in threes, but not necessarily from the three. Falk gets it. Now Furch fires from three. That'll be an air ball. Gilbert comes down with the board. Now Tui will slow it down. Just over 7 minutes to go in the quarter in the game. Backdoor cut from Sweet. Tui doesn't find her though. Tui gets it to Gilbert. Gilbert drives. Gets it over to Sweet. Good defense. She fires. A little floater is deflected and will stay with Lisbon. Kyra Herschel checking back into the game for Shangwell. Let's go. 6:47 to go in the game. Tui inbounding. She finds Odegaard. She'll fire. She gets an and one. Push from the back, and Kendra Odegaard will be going to the free throw line for a potential three-point play. That foul going against number 15, Ashlyn Furch. Her first. Free throw is good. So again, capitalizing on the three-point plays is Lisbon. A quick start. A 6-2 run coming out here in the quarter. Furch tips the pass to gain control, and then Schiller's going to throw it away. Trying to find Steffens, and just a little miscommunication. Thought she was going to keep coming out, but she had stopped. Now a little bit of full court press coming from Hankinson, but they weren't quite ready for it. Odegaard looking for a teammate. She's going to drive. Oh, she had her. She got a little too excited. Hand slipped, and she was going to pass it into Tui, who's cutting. It would have been an easy layup. Ball must have been deflected. It'll stay with Lisbon. 5:15 to go in the quarter. Herschel has it now. She looks for Tui. Not there. Gets it over to Sweet. She looks into Gilbert. Nice pass, and that's good. Gilbert had her girl sealed off and gets a nice entry pass from Sweet and gets the nice and easy layup. Ball deflected by Odegaard, I believe, on the Keller shot. Into Mauk. She looks to power it up, but it's deflected by Gilbert. Gilbert having a good game on the defensive side. Has a bunch of blocks. Tui dishes it over to Odegaard. She looks in, gets it to Gilbert. And we're going to get a foul called on Keller. That'll be Sadie Keller's second foul of the game. So Tui will inbound for Lisbon. Tui finds Herschel. She'll go up for the layup, and that's good. Herschel finds her way into the scorebook late here in the game. A nice pass from Tui to set that up. 62-33 your score. Ball will find its way out of bounds, and that'll go to Lisbon. Hankinson needs a little bit of a push like they had in the second quarter to trim this deficit. And another errant pass will find its way out of bounds. Ella Rinke will check into the game for Odegaard. Rinke, the 5'9" junior guard. So Keller will bring it up now for Hankinson. Keller looking to get it to Steffens. Furch looks for Keller, and it's deflected by Tui. It'll stay with Hankinson. It's a nice play, just unfortunately tipped. Would have had a nice easy layup, would have Keller, if that pass would have found its way to her. So 4:38 to go in the game. Keller tries to get it, gets it to Mauk. She shoots the left-handed layup, it's off the mark. She gets her own rebound and that one's off the mark too. Rinke comes down with it. And now Sweet looks to push, gets it to Gilbert. A nice catch. She'll shoot the layup, and that's good. So Gilbert, looking like a wide receiver, has a couple of nice catches which result in some easy points. So jump shot from Keller off the mark. Steffens finds it, and she gets fouled. She'll be shooting two. This will be her first trip to the free throw line. We're at the halfway point of the fourth quarter. 4:01 to go with running time. First free throw off the mark. Kaya Sweet checking into the game for the Broncos, in for Olivia Tui. So second free throw on the way. And that one's good. And we will get some subs. Clarissa Hoffer checking back in, and for the first time, number 30. No, she's not in my program, so I do not know who that is. Sweet gets it to Rinky. Rinky almost gets in the end one, but she'll go to the line for 2. So Rinky looking for her first points of the night. That foul going against number 15, Ashlyn Furch, her second. Rinky will score the first free throw. Second free throw coming up. That free throw is up and good. So 2 for 2 from the line for Ella Rinky. 2:24 remaining in the game. Keller will bring it up. Nice spin move, gets some separation, gets it over to Furch. She'll fire. Almost gets wedged in there, but it'll be rebounded by Sweet. She looks to push, but she'll slow it down now, finding nothing there on the fast break. We're going to get a timeout for subs. Number 4, Olivia Kern checking in for the Broncos. And number 23, Emerson Schultz, also checking in for the Broncos. So Schultz over to Kern. Top of the key, back to Kern. Pass deflected, finds the way to Sweet. She'll get it inside, and that's deflected. Kern has to fire a shot. Shot clock winding down. Hankinson controls possession of it. 1:30 to go in the quarter. Furch finds herself open. Almost had a nice layup, but it's deflected out of bounds, so stay with Hankinson. The game now for Hankinson is Savannah Falk. And for the first time, Tenley Evans, number 10. Schmidt, she gets the pass deflected, and then a foul will go against, I believe, Schmidt. And Olivia Kern will go to the free throw line. Potential to get into the scorer's column. That free throw is off, 1-on-1, no good. So 26 seconds to go, shot clock is off. Steffens gets it in to Kylie Falk. And that shot is off the mark from Savannah Falk. So Kern has it now. 10 seconds to go. She's going to push it up. Push it up to Clarissa Hoffer, and she found herself underneath the backboard. And Steffens will try to rush a shot, and that's off the mark. So your final score here is Lisbon taking this one 66-34. We will wrap up the score of, or the final points and the numbers of the game. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com.
I'm starting off on some smaller projects to get me worked up to some of the bigger things built around here.
The atmosphere in the shop is very, very team-based, which is great.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 43,000 participants here in North Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Do you feel like there's never enough time to get everything done before planting? The window for spring work is quick and unforgiving. Give yourself the upper hand with the ProTill High Performance High Speed Disc. More and more farmers agree the ProTill is the right tool for springfield conditions and heavy residue management. Zero maintenance bearings, independent disc technology, oversized pins and bushings allow the ProTill to handle whatever field or conditions you can throw at it. Dagelman Industries.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance is found in an app. And as farming technologies advance, our coverage protects. The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remains. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs with answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company.
Your Nodak Insurance rep in Lisbon is Lee Falk.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
Wallach Johnson Insurance has a team of experienced professionals who are highly knowledgeable and ready to answer your questions about finding the best insurance coverage for you. As an independent insurance agency, they have access to many highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Get your free quote started today with Wallach Johnson Insurance at nd-insure.com. Call or text 888-683-5253 or stop by one of their offices in Lisbon, Rutland, and Gwinner. Wallach Johnson Insurance, insuring the area since 1981.
I'm starting off on some smaller projects to get me worked up to some of the bigger things built around here.
The atmosphere in the shop is very, very team-based, which is great.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
So your final score, Lisbon 66, Hankinson 34. Some numbers for you. Olivia Tui led all scorers with 21 points. She made 6 3-pointers, 3 coming in the first half and 3 coming in the second half. And then Kendra Odegaard had 12. Asha Sweet had 11. Taylor Gilbert had 10. Ellie Rieger had 4. Ella Rinke had 2. Cheyenne Waletzko had 2. And Clarissa Hoffer also with 2. Lisbon had 4 3-pointers in the second half to make it a 10 total 3-pointers. So an excellent performance from the 3-point line. And in that second half, they found their way to the free throw line more often, shooting 7 of 10 for a total of 8 of 12 from the free throw line. For Hankinson, their leading scorer was Kaya Mauk with 19, 15 of them coming in the first half. And then Riley Steffens with 5, Kylie Falk with 3 coming from a 3-pointer, Sadie Keller also with 3, and then Hannah Lingen with 2, and Ashlyn Furch also with 2. They hit 1 3-pointer in the game coming in the second half. They shot 4 of 8 from the free throw line and 7 of 11 in total. So only 10 points coming in the second half for Hankinson, and that's kind of the story of the game right there. They cut the lead to 12 at the half after trailing by 20, but then the second half belonged to Lisbon as they went on a scoring rampage. And the three-pointers, they hit 10 of them, and that's a good mark for any team. 10 three-pointers, that's 30 points just right there. Almost half their points coming from the three-point line. And our best wishes go out to Ellie Rieger as she did not play the rest of the game, had that fall. Hopefully all is well with her. Olivia Tui, really a great game from her. 6 three-pointers, as I had mentioned. 6 of the 10 total three-pointers. And she also had an and one, so all of her points coming in triples, one of them being the old-fashioned way. And just kind of a good little mark for Lisbon as they go to 6-0 now on this season. A Region 1 matchup, they were tested, and mostly from Kaya Mauk, they were tested and they fought through it as they remain unbeaten. And for Hankinson, you can look at the second quarter as that's kind of your strong suit. Look to get into Kaya Mauk and let her go to work. They'll fall to 0-5. And that'll be it for your live event. Thank you for watching. This has been Region 1 Basketball.
The innocence of youth.